Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Definite, and I want to tell you about this cool app I just found out about. It's called Anchor. It's a real cool app, man. I think you guys will really feel it. It's easy, it's fun, it's exciting, uh, it's free. That's the best part, and you can make money off it, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home, and it will help you distribute to different platforms where everybody can hear your podcast. So if you ever dreamed about making a podcast, download the app today, Anchor.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, we finally got it.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, that was a whole project, and I'm not even I'm not even tech savvy like that, to tell you the truth.
I knew you would get it, though. I knew you would get it. I said, you got it, baby. You got it.
What's going on with you, my guy?
No, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good, chilling.
Chilling? No doubt,
Yeah.
man. How you holding up in this crazy shit?
Man, I mean, I'm holding up. I'm one of the blessed ones. Like, I still have a job, so, and if anything, I've gotten more work and more hours out of this whole ordeal because nobody else wants to come to work. So
Right.
so that winds up being a blessing for the rest of us, the ones who are left out there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I was supposed to be trying to start this job Sunday at this warehouse at Avenel, but I don't know.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, the warehouses are getting the worst of it.
That's what I understand too. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt, baby girl. But this is Straight Talk with your boy Definite, and we got a newcomer up in here. Introduce yourself, baby.
All right, and I'm gonna introduce myself. You said you was gonna call me Dimples, so we're just gonna go ahead and go on with that. And I'm coming to you from dirty Jersey right now. I'm in South Jersey. Feet up, kicking back, relaxing on one of my very few, very rare, very cherished days off.
No doubt, man. You deserve it too.
I game plan today, but taking it easy, kicking back and chilling with you. So
I appreciate you too, man. I do.
no problem. I mean, so I gave you the rundown a little bit earlier, just a little taste of my story, and so I mean, I don't really know. I don't know how to kick this off, but to get right to it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. All right. So the story goes is, I mean, I'm 38 years old. I just turned 38 in the beginning of March. So I was blessed to see another birthday go down. March marked another real important date for me. March 5th was 1 year that I have been home and free from behind that fence up in Clinton, New Jersey, where they keep us female felons. If you're a female and you break the law to its most, severe point in New Jersey, that is inevitably where you'll wind up, right up there in Clinton, in Hunterdon County. I was up there for about 5 years off some second degree robbery thing I got cased up with when I was just dealing with the wrong person, man, running with the wrong guy. That's where my addiction had me at. So I came home in March 5th of 2019. So 2 weeks after coming home, unfortunately, I lost my dad. I was blessed enough, though, before I lost him. He lived right outside of Pittsburgh, and I am on parole. I have a 3-year mandatory parole term. So I was blessed enough that my PO had allowed me to leave state. So I was able to go say goodbye to my dad. So I was able to make peace with it. But I've heard a lot from the people in my life, the people that have known me growing up, that everybody's real still standoffish with me, even though I've been out for over a year. And throughout this entire year, through every obstacle and every challenge that I've faced, I've stayed the course and I've stayed progressing with my life and trying to rebuild not just what I had, but I want better than what I had, because what I had was what led me to where I was at before. So, you never want to go back to the same thing.
Right.
But I've heard from a lot of people that they're just, they're waiting to see where my mind's at. And that always kind of throws me, because I mean, with the way that people come out from this system, it seems like the majority of the time, if they're not committed to the cause, if they're not down to do what's right, they will find every excuse and even make up a couple to fuck up and go right back behind that wall. Because I mean, to tell you the truth, it's easy back there. It's easy because you're essentially, you are just a giant baby. You got people around you responsible for feeding you, responsible for putting clothes on you. You got a roof over your head. You don't got no bills. The hardest part about being up there is being away from your family. And if you ain't got no family, then that shit's a cakewalk. It ain't about nothing. But to have people tell me that they're just waiting to see where my mind's at. I mean, when I came home 3 days prior to my release was when my dad went into the hospital. And he really was my whole plan. He was my whole coming out. Everything that I was looking forward to was going to be paroling to his address, and just spending the time that I had lost with him. And so when they released me, I didn't have anywhere to go to because my dad was in the hospital. So I had to rent a room in a motel. By the grace of God, on Craigslist, I found this lady that I rent this room off of down here in South Jersey. And this woman and everything in her being has just been such a godsend. So, I came out here, I did this. They let me go up there and visit him. I got to say my goodbyes. They had him sedated when I was up there, but every time he wasn't so heavily sedated that he was all the way out of it. So every time they would come in there to do something to move him or whatever, he would wake up and he would have just this moment of clarity where he knew what was going on. So I made sure that every time he opened his eyes, I was right by his bedside. I held his hand. He knew I made it. He knew I was out. And I reassured him. My final promise to him was that I wasn't going to do what I was doing before. And I meant that, man. I mean, I broke a lot of bonds. I broke a lot of promises in my lifetime by doing all the unnecessary BS I was doing before. But that's not one I'm ever going to break right there. And I mean, this company that I work for a franchise of Five Guys, which, for those of you who know, is the burger joint. They're pretty well known. I don't work for the corporate. I work for a division of that, which is a franchise. And they gave me my first shot coming out. They gave me my first job coming out. And in the time that I've been with them, I've been able to work my way up to, this past year. Right before my birthday, I was given a shot as a general manager up in Pennsylvania. So, I mean, everything has just been a steady progression. And I guess when it's all said and done, my real message is this: like, if you're coming out or whatever it is that you're going through, if you're really committed to progress, if you're really committed to seeing yourself at your best and getting everything that you deserve to get out of life, then there is no limitation to the work that you will put into getting it. I mean, if all you're doing is looking for ways and reasons and excuses to take shortcuts and ways out, then that's always where you're going to wind up. That's always what you're going to get. But I mean, with me, as somebody who's, like I said, I'm closer to 40 than I am to 30 now. So with me, being a convicted felon, being a woman, being a mother, I do have two children. I have two boys. They're 11 and 14. I love them both with my very last breath. But with me being a recovering heroin addict, with everything that I faced, I mean, you look at these people that come out now and they literally find every excuse. Some of them, not all of them. I'm still in touch with some very good people. that haven't taken that road back up 206 to get, back behind